Okay, so Fitz was sitting on his throne and remembered that he was a really bad person before he was Fitz, and basically told us we should probably leave because something bad was probably going to happen. And boy, was he fucking right. So we picked up a bunch of gold, and then as we were doing that, a bunch of these floaty soul things appeared, and oh boy, there was a lot of them, and we killed basically all of them. One ran away. One ran, but yeah. Bunch of people got really hurt. So after we beat the things, they were called Wisp. Yes, Wisp. We tried to run back to the ship as quickly as possible, but the head scientist, who is in Gumdrop, was an asshole for a little bit because, well, he's an asshole. So asshole's gonna asshole, I guess. And then we made it back to the ship, and everything was okay. And we got Gumdrop to sleep, and everyone was sort of recovering from the fact that Fitz is an awful person. And something happened with Rose's magic, and she sort of blew up Fitz and the mast and herself. I had to heal both of them, and nobody died, thankfully, but man, it was real close. They fell off the mast and everything, and it wasn't good. And Cobalt, she is a little less evil now, so that is also a good thing.
Which means an alignment change, meta-wise. I don't know how to convey that in Anam think and speak. But yeah, that is what happened last time on Goblins of Maelk.
The ship was in shambles. The mast was half burnt. Some of the cloth on it tattered and burnt away. And some of the planks of wood on the upper deck were all singed and burnt through as well. Some of them more bad than others. Mainly towards the middle. You could almost see the understairs when you step around. And so, you guys have, I'm assuming, from last time, I think you guys dropped the anchor.
We did, yeah.
So that you didn't go too far from the island, so you could go collect spare wood. But yeah, the boat is currently parked in place. And the boat has finally cooled. And everyone is kind of just upstairs, calming down from their initial panics and everything.
Yeah, we sent Gumdrop and Rose to bed, basically, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I'm assuming
yeah.
Gumdrop's I think you guys tied him up and put him downstairs.
Yeah, I don't think we ever untied him.
No, I don't think so.
I ripped my sleeve off for that.
Poor Gumdrop.
Okay, but yeah, that's about it. And you guys the floor is yours. You're free to do whatever you would like.
How close are we to the island? Would we have to pull up anchor and get over there to get to the shipwreck?
Yeah, but best way I can explain distance-wise, if you don't want to try and get the ship any closer, it'd be like a 5-minute fly from Anam.
Okay.
Yeah, he can start ferrying stuff back and forth. That's fine.
Oh, and I think Bolt asked Cobalt about the wine down in the cellar because she was just so overwhelmed.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. It is almost nighttime. I remember we left off around nighttime.
Yeah.
And it is about nighttime, but is Anam going to sleep or just get wood from the island?
He'll get wood and just stop once exhaustion starts to set in, and then go pass out.
There's an inappropriate joke in there somewhere.
Huh. Interesting. Okay, so I'm just going to randomly decide how much you can collect, probably. Oh, you're able to grab like 24 pieces of wood and stuff. Which seems like good enough for one of the sides of the boat. Before you get exhausted.
Okay. Yeah, then he'll just go sleep out on the deck, just uproariously snoring, I imagine.
Did anyone else want to do anything before they get some shut-eye?
Get a drink.
Okay. Yeah, Cobalt has led you to the wine. She's a very bad influence and she's aware of this.
Mhm.
She's already sat down next to the crate and pulled out a bottle and is already like leaning back and drinking it.
Okay, so what do you do with this stuff? I guess you just drink it, right? It's not gonna hurt me, right?
You drink it. It doesn't hurt you. It might give you a headache in the morning, but
I mean, a lot of things give me a headache. It should be no different. And she's gonna grab a bottle and kind of tilt it back. Glug glug. This is disgusting. Did I get a bad one?
hey, wine is actually pretty good in comparison to most semi-alcoholic drinks, at least.
It's sour.
Champagne's the worst. You don't ever have champagne.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. This is gross.
Maybe you just don't like this flavor.
Maybe. I don't know if they have other ones though. Mainly I'm just drinking this to cope. She does like air quotes.
She like gives you a thumbs up because she's like, yep, that's right on the money.
Yeah, the boat was on fire. That was a lot.
I don't know what stupidity occurred upstairs, but I
I
tended to them as best I could.
I'm still not fully aware of what happened. All I know is that I think it had something to do with Rose's wild magic or something. I think Fitz just thinks she went crazy, but that's not the case, obviously.
Magic is... It's very... Depending on from person to person. Yes, it's...
Yeah.
Person to person, it's very unpredictable. Some person can have total control over it. And some of them, not so much.
I mean, I'm not really one to talk. I think I have control over my magic, but other stuff, not so much. And she like kind of holds a little bit of a spark between her fingers, and then it goes away.
I'd imagine you just chose a very bad time to try something out.
I don't know if there ever was a good time to explode, but what do I know? Drink some more.
I don't think you explode.
I mean, how else would you describe that? I'm just curious.
No, I'm saying what you were doing. I don't think the effect is supposed to be exploding.
Well, I mean, obviously that's not what I was trying to do, but, what do you think it does?
If I had to make a scientific theory, probably just get all electricity. You know, electricy.
Tricky.
Something like that. I don't know.
I guess. Does your head feel funny?
Oh, but
A little weird.
you're getting drunk then.
I mean, I did drink, I drank it.
Yeah, you sure did. You could probably choose to stop at this point if you'd like. You seem practically buzzed enough, I guess.
I mean, I feel kind of good.
Wine even isn't even actually that alcoholic. It's alcoholic, but it'll take a while and a bit to drink to actually get any kind of drunk off of this.
Are you calling me a lightweight?
Mm-hmm.
What? I could probably drink you under the table any day.
From where I'm sitting, that doesn't seem likely.
I'm better than you in every conceivable way.
I know you are.
Just kind of like swaying and like kind of falls over on her ass.
Maybe you should stop drinking for now.
Yeah, maybe. She's like looking up at the ceiling. It's kind of funny. You know how I'm named Bolt and you're named like Cobalt. It's pretty similar, huh?
Too similar.
Yeah. They should have named you Sodium instead of Cobalt.
How would you go about telling someone that their name is Sodium and addressing them as Sodium? That just seems really bad.
Well, it's because you're like really salty all the time.
Ugh, my god. This is just going to turn into a session of roasting me.
Is that what I'm doing? I thought I was just pointing out the truth.
Ugh. But you're right, I am salty, I guess. But having the name Sodium would be actually awful. I'd probably hate myself 10 times more.
Why do you hate yourself? I mean, it's like the guy's fault, not yours.
There is a point where you can't blame others for your actions, no matter how much influence they might have had in your life.
I mean, you can definitely blame him. He sucks. If he wasn't in Gumdrop right now, I'd kill him. And she, like, makes a little shooting motion with her fingers.
She can't help but, like, giggle a bit, but, like, half cover her face. Yeah, I'm sure you would.
Yeah, I'd shoot him a lot.
I don't know what I'd do.
We should invent a new way to kill people so I can use it on him.
Maybe.
Just
I
a thought.
definitely need to think about it.
I'm sleepy.
Maybe you should head to bed.
I go to bed right here.
Don't you sleep in that crate over there?
I can't make it to the crate. She's like sprawled out on the floor, looking up at the ceiling.
Oh my god. She picks her up
Ugh.
Jesus Christ.
and goes on and she just places her down into the blanket crate carefully.
Sleep. Instant sleep.
She just like half closes, like half leaves the lid open because she's assuming probably that's the way you like it, and she just goes on and she heads out.
Full drinky sleep.
She doesn't head to bed though. And is there an alarm on the fucking room?
There's an
Oh,
alarm
God.
on Gumdrop's room.
She thinks about it, but then she's like, oh yeah, there's an alarm. And then she just doesn't go in there.
Boy.
Alarms everywhere.
There's an alarm. Alright, did anyone want to do anything else before they go to bed?
I mean, the alarm was more so for Gumdrop. I think by this point she would have allowed everyone else inside. It's just if Gumdrop leaves the room, it goes off.
Makes sense. Do you think Nigella would be in the room with Gumdrop, or?
Nigella's probably in the room with Gumdrop.
Cobalt, like, stands in the doorway, sees Nigel and says, and makes a grimace face, and then backs out, walks away.
What?
She's just like, yikes, and then she walks out. She's like, too much emotion in there. Can't handle that. Did Nigella want to do anything before she had spent?
Oh, I think she's just in a state of shock.
Understandable. Poor grandma. Grandma.
In a state of shock, can't do much about that.
Yeah, there's probably not much. Are you sleeping on like some of the blankets that are in the room?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. You're sleeping on like half of the blankets that are in the room. Gumdrop is kind of like submerged in most of them, tied up. But he is sleeping, so that could be a good sign. Before you go to your sleep, you kind of just lay there and you see a couple of familiar faces just hovering around, and you also see Nightgast. He's just floating and sleeping in the midair.
Like a horse that stands up.
Yeah, kinda. And as you're going to sleep, you feel something rest at your side. Do you dare to look?
Oh no.
Ooh.
I think, because so much has happened today. Yeah. She does, yeah.
You look to your side, and you see a small golden ghost holding your arm, or at least how much you could feel them holding your arm, and nuzzling right into your side, almost comfortingly. But you drift off to sleep, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Alright. I think that's everything for everyone that wants to do something, because Rose is probably just passed the fuck out from being burnt alive. But the morning does come, and the sun rises, and through some of the holes back in the wood and stuff, the sunlight shines through to the lower decks, which isn't supposed to happen, but it's happening. But it is the morning, and you all arise whenever you do.
Anam, how dare the sun exist?
Sun feels pretty good to do, Anam.
It does, I know. Still. He probably wanted to sleep more, I imagine. Alright, yeah, he's just, he's off to the ship, then, to continue the quest for more wood.
Okay, let me see what you roll for wood. You're able to bring back 19 pieces of plywood this time. It was a bit hard to find some not rotted pieces of wood this time.
What needs fixing?
So I'm gonna draw on here.
Yeah, draw the mess.
Yeah, I'm going to draw it.
The aftermath.
Yeah. Okay, so it's all loads of fucked right here. All loads of fucked.
Giga fucked.
Giga fucked. There's a bit of damage here, and there's a little bit like here. But that's about it. It's mostly the inner part.
It's not that bad, guys. Don't worry about it.
Like the whole ship.
Like our
Purely
maps
because
are so fucked.
yeah.
Second time I have to
purely
fix it.
purely
Draw
because you hit the crow's nest, and that was probably the worst place to hit because then fire was allowed to spread.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what the boat looks like.
Lord Almighty. Yeah.
I still can't believe that happened.
I know. I'll say Bolt is gonna stumble her way out of her crate, a little groggy in the morning. Kind of make her way up to the upper deck levels and just like scope out the damage, like think to herself like, "Wow, this actually happened." And then wait for Anam to come back with the wood so she can start to get to work.
And you said Anam had like dropped off some planks in the night too, right?
Yeah, there's just a big random pile of wooden
Okay.
planks.
So Cobalt's probably like awake earlier and is probably working on it a little bit. But she's like probably just like sitting next to a pile of like wood that you'd already brought and is probably starting to fix this pop art, so
So I can create any kind of artisan's tools with my artificer thingy with what's it called?
Fucking artificers.
Dude, I love them. It's called the right tool for the job. Yeah, the right tool for the job. With thieves' tools or artisan's tools in hand, I have both. You can magically create one set of artisan's tools in unoccupied space within 5 feet of you. It'll take an hour, but I'll do it. And I can make carpenter's tools.
You and your
Okay.
infinite box of bullshit. God damn it.
My box of bullshit. It's gonna help us out of this mess. You wanna complain? Go ahead.
As a DM, yes. As a player, not at all.
How often are tools used in D&D? I mean, come on. Yeah.
okay, but what is everybody else doing?
As Nigella wakes up, she is going to I guess it'd be have a chat with some ghosties, but basically she wants to take the carpenter tools proficiency for the day.
Okay.
With
Yeah, alright.
with the what's it called?
You speak to the ghost of Handy Manny.
Is the Whispers of the Dead feature.
You draw a satanic circle and you start saying, Handy Manny.
She's casting
God
a circle.
The little IKEA guys on the diagram show up and do a little dance.
Oh, the Home Depot commercial music starts
Yeah.
playing.
The gang builds their boat.
Fix It Felix appears just out of fucking nowhere.
Yes.
Pops into existence.
Yes! I love Fix It
King.
Felix.
So she
Okay.
speaks to the handy manny.
Yeah, you speak to the Handy
And
Manny
the Home
ghost.
Depot music plays in the background.
Bob the Builder.
And then she gets up and she goes up, and I think just for dramatic effect, as soon as Bolt's done making the tools, like she happens to walk up at the same time and then grabs them and immediately starts using them like she's done it a million times before.
I was gonna. You know what? That's fair. I guess I'll do it again.
Oh my god, you got chipped.
I didn't get anything.
Got stolen
Oh.
from.
Wait, I can't do it again. Okay, I'm gonna mend. She stands up. She's gonna cast mending on stuff that is broken and try to fuse it together.
Okay. You can, like, mend Cobalt's half-assed jaw.
Wow, that's what you made, huh? Okay.
You know, it's an honest effort.
Yeah,
It ain't much, but it's honest work.
it ain't much. That's it.
Okay, is anyone else doing anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and describe how Rose is like feeling when she wakes up. So basically, for a few seconds as she wakes up, she doesn't feel anything. She it kind of all feels like a dream for a second. It must have been a dream. She would have never do anything like that. But then suddenly, like a surge of pain from the burns hit her, and she actually lets out a quite high, like almost squeak of thought, and like she kind of holds onto her arm, and she takes a few heavy breaths, and she kind of looks around, and she slowly starts to get up, and she seems a bit more recluse than she normally is. She's kind of looking around with a bit of timidness, and she slowly starts to make her movements, but she's finding it painful. And she starts to look like she would go upstairs, but suddenly she's like struck with a sudden like chill, and she holds herself, and she actually goes to hide in the room where Gumdrop is, just like on impulse. And so she goes in, forgetting Gumdrop is in the door, and kind of closes the door. And like she just starts bursting out, like letting out painful like noises. And she's like, "I how could I let that down? Why is it so painful?" And she's kind of just like holding her face, like this is probably like a lot of emotions that she's just let out at once, and she's kind of struggling just to hold it together.
As you like, as you're like screaming and whining in like pain in the captain's quarters, the Gumdrop starts to like slowly sit up, like look at you, and they're just kind of like staring at you. They haven't said anything yet.
Yeah, I think it would take like a quite a bit of time before like she even noticed him, and she kind of like looks at him and kind of like takes it back at the wall, and she's like, you didn't see anything. You didn't see anything, all right?
Sounds like you're in a lot of pain.
Yeah, but I'm fine. I'm fine. This is nothing. This is nothing I haven't handled before. It is something more than she's ever handled, but she's trying to like keep a brave face, but it's not very convincing.
As far as I can tell, you blew up half of the ship.
I didn't mean to. It was my magic.
Are you sure you didn't mean to?
I wouldn't. No.
What were
These
you
are
going
my-
to do before that?
I was going to talk to Fitz. I was
About
gonna.
what?
Well, I was going to yell at him, yeah, for like whatever he was doing, but that was all. It wasn't gonna be more than that. I wouldn't.
So
hurt
you
him.
felt a lot of feelings of rage as you went up to go talk to the skinny little purple twig goblin. And with this rage, are you positive you just didn't unleash a bunch of raw energy and push your anger onto him?
She kind of like looks down at the floor for a moment, and she kind of like holds her face, and she's like, no, I have more self-control than that. Like, sometimes I think really bad things, but I have more self-control. Like, nobody knows the stuff I think about. Like,
I do.
what do you mean you do?
I know all about you. I know about almost everybody here.
No, you don't know anything about me. I don't
I know you'd
know
have fits at the mine.
What?
You'd have temper tantrums.
I guess.
Which is not becoming of a plant goblin.
Well, no, but someone needed to stand up. Like, they weren't ever gonna get anywhere with being so passive. It was just frustrating.
Being passive is what they do. There's just something wrong with you.
That kind of like hits her a bit, and like she kind of like is just like looking at herself, and she sees how like burnt her robe is, and she's like, no, but she really doesn't sound convincing there.
They were always begging me to fix you.
fix.
But I thought it'd be more interesting if I just left you the way you were.
What does that mean? You're making no sense.
Like you said yourself, you're different from all the others, correct?
Yeah, I guess so.
There's something more to you besides. As much as you see, there's more to you. And I'm trying to descramble that.
That makes no sense. Why are you even talking to me? Go back to wherever you hide.
This is the most interesting thing to happen to me in 2 days.
Oh. And she kind of like has to like pause because she gets like another surge of pain, and she's like, "But I'm sure I wouldn't. Like, that could have brought down the whole ship. We all could have died.
Yes,
I
and you
wouldn't
would
be-
have done it.
I wouldn't be that stupid."
Are you sure about that?
What? If it was like different, if it wasn't everyone else, if it was like someone attacking us, and I had to do it to like protect everyone, yeah, I would do it. But not if I know like everyone would be in danger.
I mean, that goblin is typically very annoying. You know, you have a lot of ferocity and passion. Anger comes with a lot of things, young goblin.
But I can control it. Like, it's like there's like only like a few incidents I can think about them even seeing me angry. So it's
You know,
nothing.
with enough time, you could channel that magic.
This kind of like catches her curiosity, and she raises her eyebrow, and she's like, "What do you mean?"
If you learn to truly harness your anger and every emotion that surrounds it, you'll probably be able to do things that most people cannot.
Like what?
Well, let's say you probably, most likely, definitely have a bunch of other powers as well, besides
Yeah.
just your raw-born magic ability.
I guess that's possible.
But I see no reason I should aid you in any way. I think this is just entertaining.
I mean, if you're gonna be here, you could at least be useful.
The only way I can be useful is if I am possessing you.
And what would that do?
I'd be able to help you figure out how to grow stronger, like I said. After all, I know everything about you.
It kind of seems to get her interest for a moment, and she's like in her mind, she's like, I can fight against him. I can totally. And this would solve the situation with Gondra. So she kind of like is silent for a bit, and then she looks at him, and she's like, "So that would mean you would leave him, right?"
Well, I wouldn't say that.
What would you say?
So I'd be able to have a little bit of influence over you and also him. But it'd be less on him. He is useless.
She like is thinking, and she's like, and what if is there like what if like you don't have influence? Is there like a way that could be possible for him?
I'm not going to tell you that information. Or how about this? I don't have to possess you. If you help me possess someone else, I will still help you.
I'm not gonna let you possess any other of them. Who would you even want to possess?
Tell me who you wouldn't let me possess.
Wouldn't let you possess anyone. Like,
Are you sure that
yeah.
applies to everyone?
I guess.
Even, let's say, the Nightcast or Cobalt or...
When he says the I guess, her like eyebrows twitch in annoyance, and she's like, he's annoying, but I wouldn't trust you with that invisibility. No, I wouldn't trust you at all.
Well, then what about Cobalt?
No, like that's too dangerous. No.
How?
She has a lot more skill than you realize, you know. She
No,
might
I
not-
realize it.
And I'm not gonna give you access to the skill.
Then why would you give me access to your skill?
But because, well, I'm quite useless, to be honest.
Well, I wouldn't say that. If you
Well,
were, you'd be dead.
Well, I almost died then.
No, you'd be dead as soon as you were born.
What?
We don't keep useless goblins, you know.
Like, she's like trying to think, and she's just like, well, I guess you made a mistake.
I know what I did. I was the one who wrote a file on you. I wrote a file on almost every goblin that there is. It's tantalizing, but I do it.
Why do you do it? Like, why do you do all this?
It's my job. And it also
Oh.
gives me the upper hand.
Well, you didn't have the upper hand when Bolt shot you. Did you even
No.
expect us to escape?
I'm here now, so I must have been... I would have expected it in any shape or form then. Considering I'm here now still.
It is quite strange that you are here.
And I'm growing tired of this conversation. There's only so long I can talk to a goblin. It frustrates me. It's annoying.
So why would you want to control one?
That's information I'm not going to just hand out.
She's like thinking, and she's like, I don't think I can trust you at all. Like, but
Typical goblin. Can't decide whether or not they can trust someone who they clearly should not trust.
look, you are a person who seems to have a lot of information, a lot of useful information, and it would be stupid to pass off getting to know more. But it would be stupid trusting you.
It would be. That's why I gave you the offer of just having me possess someone else, and not yourself.
No, I won't do that to someone. But we can't stand for you to keep possessing Gumdrop.
Good luck. And then our conversation is done here. And his body, drops back into the cloth.
She looks quite annoyed at this whole conversation, and she kind of just it's taken like a lot of energy to kind of even stand up and talk, and she's like, I'll have to think about this. And she's gotta like start making her way out of the room and kind of just like collapse against the wall.
Okay. Is anyone doing anything else this morning?
Just working on
Word.
just
I
working
think
on
what?
the ship. Trying to fix up the shit job that Cobalt's doing and trying to help with Nigella on what she's working on. Just trying to fix the mast at this point, honestly, because it's the most important part.
Yeah. Okay.
I would like to keep an eye out for any gold dragons Anam happens to see.
Okay.
Yeah, Nigel is just working away. I think probably after like 10 or 15 minutes of having literally just stolen Bolt's tools from her, she's gonna be like, oh. You were gonna use these.
Yeah, but that's fine. I mean, you clearly know how to use them. I can mend things.
Do you want them back?
Nigella, it doesn't really matter what I want. You can have them.
Her face kind of like drops at that. And what do you mean that it doesn't really matter what you want?
Well, I mean, historically, it hasn't really mattered what I wanted, or what I wanted didn't really change the situation, so no matter how much I asked. It's just kind of an inevitability, so if you want the tools, you can have them. I don't mind.
Here. And she gives them back to you.
I mean, thanks. Do you not want them?
No, I don't want you to feel like what you want doesn't matter. And also, I'm not mad at you anymore.
Oh.
And we don't have to talk about it, and it's fine.
I mean, is it fine? Still.
I understand why you did that.
Maybe, but I'm not proud of it.
I think I would still be mad at you if you were proud of it.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah. Is there anything that you can do on the ship to help? I mean, if it might be faster if you just have these, and I go about my mending. I appreciate it, though.
And I think at this point, she's gonna like stand up to like her full height. I think she like walks around slouching all the time. This is how I imagine her. And she just like walks around slouching and she kind of waddles. But like, she like stands up and stretches out like her arms.
Bolt's eyes just follow her up. She cranes her neck up.
And she's like, I can carry things.
Really? I thought you were always
I'm really good at carrying things.
What about your back? I thought that something was wrong with your back. Is it okay?
No, it's fine. I'm just usually tired and have bad posture.
Well, yeah. I think Anam would probably... I feel like he can probably keep going forever, but he might appreciate the help. So if, Rose or Gumdrop has woken up yet?
I don't know.
I kind of wanted to wake him up, but I feel like she should probably sleep.
How the heck did that happen?
So she has this stuff called wild magic. It wasn't on purpose. Don't let Fitz convince you that it was on purpose. Weird stuff like that happens all the time.
Why would Fitz convince me it was on purpose?
I don't know. He seemed very, sure of himself. I mean, he's always sure of himself.
That's true, but I feel like I've learned that Fitz is somebody you take things a grain of salt with.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't, purposeful. I mean, from a logical standpoint, just looking at this, like, why would you do this? You know?
I hate boats.
Well, I mean, if you destroy...
And now I'm repairing one.
Yeah.
And... this is weird.
I think that is something called growth.
Growth. I'm too old to grow.
I mean, you kind of regressed a little bit back there. Maybe it allowed you to grow some more. We'll get a better potion for you, by the way. I just need to find the ingredients.
Anam up above.
I am the best at carrying things.
Oh, you know. Nigella's gonna help you with carrying stuff. Is that okay?
That would be very nice. I am actually exhausted.
Oh. Yeah, Nigella just starts carrying shit around that needs to be carried around. She's gonna use her powerful build feature. Oh no.
Man!
Oh my god, she's powerful!
How much more wood do we need?
It seems like altogether the amount of wood you have is just enough to fix everything up.
Beautiful.
Can we make the boat better so that if Rhodes explodes again, it will be more resistant?
Oh, never mind. I was thinking about cannons.
That would you can make a big gun?
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, maybe I have never done it before, but I could try. I know that on Marion Reder's ship, they had these cannons. And her eyes kind of like get sparkly, and it's really, really powerful.
Fucking pyromaniacs are the same. Across
A little bit of an insane glint.
Alright, yeah, I don't know. Fuck. Is there anything we could do as far as salvaging more materials? Would that help at all or not?
It would not in regards to just making the boat better. There's not much on this island that'll improve your boat.
That's fair.
Repairing it, you're getting the most of it done, you know?
And I didn't see any other creatures while I was flying back and forth, right?
No.
Okay.
seems like a pretty bare island for some reason. The only wildlife you saw was that wormling.
Okay.
But if it's alright with all of you, I could just magical hand wave. Say the boat gets done eventually.
Sounds good to me.
Is that she?
Boat get done. Sparkle, glitter. It's all done. It's not amazing, but it works.
Yeah, you cast montage.
I did.
on
I
us.
cast montage.
The most useful
80s
spell.
music starts playing. Alright, and by the time you guys fix it, it is the afternoon, and you guys are good to sail once again if you decide to.
Yeah. Where are we going? I think we decided we were going to the Badlands, right? Or was there
Yes.
another island we saw, or some other place we were thinking
I
about
think
heading?
we have to pass through an island to get to the Badlands.
You have to go to Frostbreath to get to the Badlands.
Okay.
But the water and the air and the atmosphere, it has not started to get cold yet. Still got a bit of ways.
Hey, quick question. Why the fuck are navigator's tools considered a musical instrument?
What the
And
fuck?
thieves' tools? Why is it in there?
Yeah,
Why
I
is it in there?
Why is it in there?
Oh. Can't believe you can make music with your tools.
I don't know if I can. Why the fuck is it in there?
Anam will, while we're traveling, he's gonna try to like talk to the boat lady who I'm forgetting the name of and learn more about.
I don't think she gave her a name.
Yeah,
Just a elf.
Boat lady.
let me double check that. And he's also gonna try and learn to read from Cobalt and Bolt. So if they'll teach him.
Yes.
Okay. So which one are you doing first?
He's just trying to learn to read first, I think. That's been his main goal for a while, I feel like.
Okay. Cobalt's kind of just like chilling around, just try to make sure nothing fucking happens.
That's valid. Belt is brainstorming how to field cannons for the ship.
What a queen.
Ever since she imagined it, she's been so excited. And has been like pacing and like using her journal to like draft up like blueprints.
I think it's like Rose isn't coming up yet, but if Rose sees like Nigella walk past, she's gonna try like kind of call her over kind of quietly and be like, Nigella?
What? I am getting sore. What's going on?
Can you calm down here, please?
Is something wrong?
What
And
isn't
Joa
wrong?
starts following Rose down.
Yeah, she's like, what isn't wrong? As she kind of still like holding herself in a pain way. And she's like, I wanted to ask a random question, actually.
Sure. Is it about Bolt?
No. It's not about Bo. No. It's about Gumdrop.
What did something happen with Gumdrop?
Her ear kind of twitches a bit, but she doesn't say anything, and she's like, it's more of a question. Like, I'm not like I don't know much about this possession thing, but what if it was like lessened on him in some way?
What is it? Sorry, one more time.
What if it's lessened, like the possession is lessened on him in some way?
Nigella just kind of like gets quiet for a second. How do you mean?
Like, like, say if he wasn't completely possessed, like, if someone, like, so, you know, like, our idea is with the Night Gap, him coming in and, like, fighting the possession. What if, like, he ends up, like, taking most of it, but it's still a bit, like, whoever the scientist, has somewhat of a control, but not as much. Would that be better than him being fully under control?
I didn't consider the fact that it might be lesser in some ways. I thought that I feel like with this, no matter what, it's going to be kind of an all or nothing kind of thing.
I don't know. I'm not too convinced about that. Like,
How would we make him, I guess, less possessed?
well, I guess like if somebody else, like somebody stronger, like offers to like at least fight it off, like someone who has much more of the ability to fight it off than Gumdrop.
You're suggesting the professor, the scientist, possess somebody else instead, or more than one person?
Well, of course it would be like perfect if, well, not perfect, of course we don't want him possessing anyone, but it, like, I, I, I can see how much, Gumdrop is struggling, and what if someone who's kind of like stronger, I guess mentally, was able to take it away from him?
Uh, I think I'm having trouble understanding. I think I don't and she just like she starts like getting like kind of like I guess quietly impassioned as she's speaking. I think we need to be smart and careful around this situation. And I think I might be able to ask for some assistance from other powerful beings. I don't know what I would do if I lost anyone as a result of saving Gumdrop or lost Gumdrop because of us not saving him in time or losing everyone in the process.
And what if someone took it and just went far away, so they couldn't hurt anyone anymore? And she kind of like, her voice kind of like trails there, and she kind of like looks like almost a bit distancy, like a little bit upward, and she's like, you know, just far away, where I like even it would take like a while for, even if he takes over to like to catch up. We, you know, like, would it be better if this person is maybe dangerous to keep aboard.
We don't know the extent of this guy's power, and I don't really see the difference between somebody leaving and somebody dying when it comes to losing people.
But what if the person puts a more risk of more people dying just being around?
I think rather than putting the problem somewhere else, we need to just exterminate it.
Her hands are like shaking at that, and she's trying to keep like a kind of cool, like her coolness, but it's really not working. And she's like, yeah, of course, like it's no good having something unpredictable about, right?
What? Oh, okay, so are you talking about yourself?
Well, maybe.
I was speaking to Bolt earlier, and she informed me that you have this thing called wild magic
Yes.
that you can't control.
She nods her head and she's like, yeah, you know, in combat when like weird things happen when I cast a spell. That's the wild magic.
Nigella's gonna get down like on one knee to like be at like eye level with Rose. I think it makes it interesting.
I guess. Like,
I think if you fireball this ship one more time, I might die of a heart attack, but I do think that it makes it quite interesting to see the things that happen around you. It's not a bad thing.
I mean, I wouldn't want to fireball the ship again either. I think I almost died. But I don't. Yeah.
She puts like a hand on your shoulder. You can't blame yourself for things that you can't control.
And she kind of like frowns a bit, and she's like, "But I was sort of angry when it happened. With Fitz, I was going to talk to him, and I don't know if the fact I was angry made that happen."
Interesting. Anger isn't always a bad thing, though.
I mean, in my experience, it kind of leads to worse things. And she kind of like rubs her like arm at that because she's like thinking about like the back of the mind and stuff. And she's gonna be like to Nigella, and she's like, you see, there's a reason why I normally don't really react like the others, like because it would make things easier on the mind for me. So I don't really see how anger could be useful.
I think that I've lived a lot of years, and you can't run away from the things you feel. You need to take them in and use them in a way that can help, whether that's for yourself or for others. If you didn't experience anger, sometimes you wouldn't know that something is wrong.
Yeah, I guess you're right by that. At least I can express some emotions. I don't want to, I know Kobo have made a lot of progress, but I wouldn't want to be like her. That was weird how she is. And she's gonna kind of like look at Nigella and she's like, can I ask something, Nigella?
Sure.
She's not used to this, so she's like, can I have a hug?
No.
Oh.
And then she immediately gives you the biggest, warmest hug.
Well, mixed feelings. And she winces a little, but she kind of like, because of like Nigella's kind of fur, it actually feels like soft, and she's like, I would like to help everyone. It is my fault, but could you walk up with me? I'm not feeling as confident as I normally do.
Okay. And then Nigella stands up and she grabs Rose's hand, and I think she's gonna walk up with her.
Yeah.
PogChamp. Okay, well, during your guys' conversation, I'm assuming Anam went up to either Bolt or Cobalt to, like, ask, hey, read.
How do I read? Yes, I would. Do we have time for that?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't even have any materials for these anyway. So she puts away the journal. I'm just thinking.
You know, I actually purchased a book for you to help you read.
Oh. Okay. That sounds good.
What's the book?
It's a children's book, but that's where you start. Can't go on reading bigger books when you barely know how to read. And she kind of just, like, sits down against, like, the wall of the ship outside.
That makes sense.
Are you not going to sit?
He'll sit down.
Drop your dumb truck ass down, dude.
Dude has got a dumpy.
Dude! Okay, so I'm not the best at teaching people things. Bolt, are you or no?
Do I look like I've taught anyone anything?
No, but I didn't want to assume it and then you get angry at me. Anyways.
Wow. Okay. Well, you assumed that.
But I didn't want to say it out loud. That's why I asked you first.
Okay, go on.
Okay, so I'm just going to read the book for you slowly. And maybe, because with children, it usually takes a while for them to grasp the concept, but you are an adult, so I'm assuming it won't be too hard to figure out how to say these words when I say them. Do you get what I mean?
I think you may be assuming wrongly, but let's
Wow.
Yeah. So, Anam will try to pay attention and learn to read, or at least begin the process, I guess. So,
Okay, she's gonna read this book. And yes, I'm gonna read it.
Oh my god,
very
you have
short
an actual book?
Book!
Book!
I don't have an actual book.
Damn it.
Okay.
What do you want me to roll?
I'll have you roll at the end of it
Okay.
Give him guidance.
to see if anything stuck. But she goes into read story. Okay, so there was once a small goblin. This goblin grew up in a strange place. It was sad. And it was dark. But for some reason, that goblin was never sad or dark in nature. Instead, they were like the sun. They always shined, and they were always as happy as can be. For some reason, when this goblin interacts with people who are not good to other goblins, they were good to them, and some of them still don't understand it, but they appreciate it, and they became friends. And that's it. And she shuts it quickly.
This is a very good story. I like this story.
Very specific book.
She squints at Bolt.
Does it look homemade? What does it look like?
It looks like she's reading it out of her journal.
Oh.
But yeah, we can roll now.
Can I
All
guide
right.
my boy? Or give him
And you
advantage?
can guide the boy.
What do
Okay,
I
so-
need to roll here?
I'm going to have you just roll a plain intelligence check.
All right.
Squeak.
Squeak!
All right. Anam dice. Don't fail me now.
Come on. Don't forget to roll a d4.
Here we go. Okay. That's a 15 minus 2 brings us to 13.
Did you add d4 yet?
I have not added the D4. The D4 is a 2, so that brings us back to 15.
Okay. And I'm gonna have Cobalt make a roll to see how well she could actually teach you. I'm just gonna do... Yeah, she does it well enough. Okay. So, I'd say you probably gain about 1/4 proficiency of reading.
Yay!
You're gonna have to do this like 3 more times.
Yes!
I'm adding a passive ability under feats called I can read now. I'm putting it at 1/4.
I can read 1/4.
So proud of you, Anam.
So proud.
Hey, Anam, you can read 1/4 more than Rose now.
My god, you're right.
Holy shit.
Does Rose walk up on this book club?
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah, they are walking up by the time the Bobo gets done reading the book.
I feel like Rose would kind of be like, even though they've just finished, she's gonna look curiously over, and she's like, and she's gonna try like not show any like that she's curious to Nigella, since nobody knows she can't read yet. But she's like, I guess Anam's finally learning how to read. I hope he does a good job. I know he was very excited about going to that college place, but
reading is a very useful tool.
Wayne!
Oh, yeah, of course. Because it's totally something I can do. I gotta make a roll a deception.
Oh my god.
That needs to go in the bingo, is Rose lies about reading.
Yeah.
Is there any way to, like, insight check her on this?
Yeah,
or
you
something?
can, yeah. You can
Oh
insight
my
check her.
god.
Speaking of weather, it is cloudy in the game, so.
Cloudy.
Cloudy.
Oh god. I forgot Ninja was actually good with insight.
Nice. Grandma.
Oh my goodness.
Grandma
okay.
knows when you're lying.
Grandma knows all.
Grandma knows all.
Yeah, we'll see about this.
Well then. When I say good, I mean 11.
Oh, what?
What?
Yeah, you think, oh yeah, they're just curious, that's all. It's not like they can't read or anything.
She's gonna carry this lie with her to the end of the campaign.
I mean, halfway through the campaign, I hope Anam discovers it and is like, now I can teach you to read!
Yes!
Pointing at her.
Reading Rainbow.
Rose is just like, nobody needs to know that.
Not being able to read is such a fucking problem.
Yeah. I think, like, the most she can make out is, like, if you get a good intelligence check on one word.
God.
Okay.
It's so sad.
But everybody is on the upper deck now, except for Gumdrop, obviously, and Fitz has just been taking a deep breather, sleeping a hard sleep
I
in
Fireball.
feel
his
like it was
bed downstairs.
I feel like it's like fits enough to like over dramatic it, like, oh, I'm in such pain. I'm not.
Also did not
moving."
help with the ship.
Yeah.
Did not help. What a queen.
I think Rose is going to be like when like it seems everyone's finished. She's gonna be like, I'm sorry about the ship.
Why are you apologizing about the ship?
I mean, I blew it up.
You can't control your magic, I'm positive.
Yeah, also we fixed it. Are you okay?
I'm in a lot of pain, but I'll be okay. Cobalt did a good job healing me.
Yeah, sorry. I was kind
She
of
blushes in embarrassment.
out of magic.
No,
I have more magic today. I can try and heal you some more.
it might help with the pain, but I don't know if it will help with the burn. And she kind of like looks disappointed at her burnt robe, and she's like, well, maybe I shouldn't be called Rose anymore. This was a really bad attempt at a joke.
Yes, you can be the burnt rose. It's more mysterious.
That's Rose, it'll grow back. We'll figure it out. We can fix it.
Maybe I'm
I-
not sure.
My mending doesn't really work on plants, though. I've tried it.
It's fine. It's fine. I mean, I'm not sure how they never really burnt the plants in the mine, so I don't really know the process of it. It should be fine though. I think.
It just needs like sunlight and water, right?
I
I don't know.
so,
It's
yeah.
a magical plant.
Okay.
I'm gonna. Yeah, fuck it. I'm dropping 5 points to lay on hands into whatever.
You slap Rose.
Ah.
Just kidding. When you touch at Rose, when you do the lay on hands, the burns, they seem to heal a little bit, but not entirely.
Yeah, she kind of gives a small smile and she's like, "Thank you, Anam. It means a lot."
I'm glad.
Well, I'll hopefully, I know. How about I just cast normal magic on the boat? How about that? That's
I
probably
mean,
a safe idea, right?
do you have any way to know if your magic is going to go wild or not?
I don't think it happens like when I use cantrip, like So if and she it's kind of like prestidigitation, just some rose petals, and she's like, see, it never really goes wild when I do a spell like that. But I feel like I I get like a tingling in my fingers, but at that point it's a bit too late. I have already cast the spell, so I don't think it's wise to use some of my more powerful but limited use spells. Unless we, really need them.
Yeah, I feel like at that point we probably have bigger problems.
Yeah, I don't really have the most, I guess a lot of the magic I can do is quite dangerous and good for a fight. So if we're not in a fight, I don't think I will be using my magic that much anyway, so it's a win-win, I guess.
Should we have like a code word when you think your magic is about to go nuts? Like you could yell, "Incoming!"
I don't
See,
think that's a code word.
She gets like a small smile and she's like, yeah, I'll just say wild and then hopefully you guys can get away. Maybe.
Does not
Okay.
Doesn't sometimes Nigel is there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Doesn't sometimes like not fireball happen?
No, right, yeah, no, fireball doesn't like that's the first time that's ever happened. I'm not quite sure how dangerous some of they are. Like the most random stuff happens. Like, I mean, there was that one time where the floor captured fire underneath me, but I don't think that hurt anyone. But I don't think that would be good on the ship.
Here was the time that you got really shiny.
Yeah, that time. I don't think that was a bad thing. That could be useful in some situations.
So, depending upon the situation, when the magic goes wild, it's sometimes useful and sometimes not. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think there's any way of me like determining. That would be cool though, wouldn't it?
Maybe with time.
It's
Yeah,
okay. I can't determine which weirdo is gonna come out of when I rage, so.
I really don't like the Fey one. The one that talks in rhymes.
He tells me riddles. It's really fun.
Maybe if we can avoid him, like that would be better. I think he's like the fireball of your rage.
He's definitely the fireball.
How many people are in there? And Nigella like knocks on Anam's forehead gently.
Oh, I'm pretty sure they're all me. I'm not 100%, but I've counted 8 so far.
8.
All of them are very, very different. So.
Can Anam count?
Hey.
Do you remember what happens when those guys are out?
Yes, mostly. I don't.
What's it like? Can you act? Can you see?
It's like, it's like there's another version of me. They're trying to help, but they all have very different ideas on what help is.
How did you get them? I mean, I assume they're not natural. I mean, nothing that they do to us is natural.
I don't exactly remember, right, Gert?
About what?
About how the wild souls came to be.
You have no idea.
I remember getting no emotions, but
Like cobalt?
Sorry, say again?
Like cobalt?
maybe. But I didn't have any emotions to begin with, and I'm pretty sure she lost all of hers.
Wow. I can't really imagine you without emotions.
Yeah, you seem to I guess that portray like a lot of the emotions of the group. Mostly, I mean, Fitz is very dramatic with his. It's kind of
Oh
annoying.
yes. I mean, the guy who summons flumps is definitely the most Fitz-like. And then there's one that lets me teleport, and he's like Cobalt a lot.
Oh.
And then
If you have one that's like me, I am sincerely sorry.
Looks at his list.
It's like magical way.
So at this point, Cobalt does get up and she just goes on downstairs. She doesn't really say what she's doing, she's just going downstairs.
bye.
Bye.
How far away from the next island are we at this point?
About a day away.
Okay.
I think my Jello's gonna follow Cobalt while she's going.
Okay. Is there anything else Anam wanted to say?
Do you want to meet one of them, or meet one of me? Maybe. That's very confusing.
Well, nothing like, you're not going to blow up if you do it, right?
That hasn't happened yet, but I mean,
You can control them?
yeah. I mean, they're part of me, and I'm still in control. It's just I'm letting something else out.
It might be interesting, to actually get to talk to one of them, and she kind of like leans her head at Bolt, because Bolt likes finding out and learning interesting things. Maybe we should give it a go.
I can't hear Rose.
I think it's coming from Hal.
Oh yeah, it's just the car noises. I just turned down Hell for the time being.
Okay. Basically, what Rose was doing is she's like, it would be interesting to get to talk to one of these different personalities, and she's kind of like tilting her head at Bolt because she knows Bolt likes learning things and everything. So she's like, maybe it'd be worth it.
Yeah. Maybe if that's what you want to do. Anam, do you want to do that? I really hope it's not.
You want to talk to one of them?
Please don't be the fake guy.
Yeah. And hey, if anything does go wrong, I can make sure you're safe, Bolt. I'm not gonna blow up again, hopefully.
Oh yeah.
I don't think anything would go wrong though. I think Anam can control them enough.
Also, is it okay if I jump to what Nigella wants to do with Cobalt?
Yep.
Because soon Hal probably won't be able to talk.
Oh
so.
yeah, go
Oh, yeah,
for it.
do it.
I will
Absolutely.
jump back to you guys after that.
Yeah, no worries at all.
Okay. So Nigella is following Cobalt downstairs. She notices this and she just like stops at the bottom and looks up at you. What?
What are you doing?
I'm gonna go analyze the gumdrop situation if that's okay with you.
Can I come with you?
Sure. Just kind of like shrugs her shoulders and she just heads over into the room.
She follows. Just kind of wants to sit quietly and watch whatever happens.
Yeah, she kind of just like goes in there and she also like sits down but doesn't like try to do anything. Just kind of like pulls out her journal and starts writing in it. And it is silent in the room for a couple of moments and you two just sit in silence.
What are you writing down? What are you writing down?
Just personal thoughts.
Is that your diary?
Yes. It's my journal. My diary. Journal sounds better.
I'm curious.
What?
Did you want to speak to the professor just now? Or scientist?
I wanted to see if they opened their trap at all.
How? Trap.
Like their mouth. Talk. Speak.
How? And then what would you have done? I'm curious because I want to know how susceptible you are to being manipulated again by...
I have pure hatred for the man. I can assure you nothing would happen.
Okay. How do... I'm sure you know about the backup plan or whatever we have in place to potentially just put Casper in Gumdrop as well and then get them out. Fight them.
Which so far only seems like the only possible solution.
I want your honest opinion.
About the situation?
Yes, and is it worth it to potentially be sacrificing one person for another?
In all honesty, no. But I'm telling you, if I had the ability or if I understood my abilities even more, I'd just be taking care of it. But I don't understand my abilities, so it's not much I could do. If there's anyone on this boat that has to take responsibility or at least some amount of form of punishment of any kind from him in particular, it'd be me.
I don't know that you deserve punishment from this this person anymore. Seems like
No,
you
but
got punished enough.
No, but I'm saying if it had to happen to anyone, it should happen to me.
That so many people on this boat are like that for some reason.
It's the fucking Depression Olympics this session. Holy fuck.
So, no, you don't deserve that. No one does. It just happened to happen to Gumdrop, and I feel like, this scientist, the best, the closest, is there, do you have any way that would put him at a disadvantage should Casper like that?
I have an idea, but you might not like it.
What's the idea?
So as far as I can understand, the lead scientist only is able to use Gumdrop and whatever abilities Gumdrop may have. And I happen to have an ability that drains strength from people. Do too much of it and he'll die, but I won't do too much of it.
Would that
It is very hard to hear what you're trying to say.
I'm so sorry. I feel like the gravelly voice on top of just really loud. Oh, I'm so sorry. Would that, I'm just gonna say it clearly, would that potentially be, like leaving Gumdrop without strength permanently, is what she was saying?
No, he can get a strength back every long rest.
Okay. And gotta my voice like quiet. Is it possible that would affect scientists internally too, because it's going to be an internal battle?
Who knows?
It might put us on the outside at less risk, but on the inside.
I guess to know that, you just have to see.
Kobol's afraid to try this.
It could be potentially very risky, but I'm only suggesting it if Casper, or the night guest, whatever we call him now, was to try and counter-possess. I'd only suggest it then.
What happens? Would you know what happens after the counter possession?
For the circumstance of the lead scientist, no, I have no idea what is going to happen, because he is not technically a spirit as far as I can understand, but he is taking the qualities of a spirit. A malicious one at that.
I can see that. I feel like I have a responsibility to protect these two. And now I'm putting them both at risk to hopefully fix whatever's going on.
I understand that. Unfortunately, it's not as simple as it is.
Thank you.
For what?
Your advice. Good company.
Good company. And she starts to laugh a bit. I don't know about good company, but I appreciate it.
You should give yourself more credit. You're quite fun when you've had a drink or two, I think, and who knew? Who knew you could laugh?
Not myself, clearly.
Apparently.
Wait, what did I say when I was drunk?
Oh, you were talking to Fitz mostly.
No.
Oh my
God, yes. Oh
that
my god, yes.
She uses both of her hands to, like, cup her own face and hide in it.
What's so wrong with Fitz? He's kind of an imbecile, like...
That's the point.
Well, you seem to be having a pretty pleasant conversation with him.
What?
Nigella just making the destruction even worse.
What was I having a conversation with him? What? Was it
I don't know,
embarrassing?
I wasn't there. It seemed like it was going well.
Oh my god. Ugh. Great.
You know, Rose still has that, thing over her head.
Why? Okay, so why is it so bad that you were talking to Fitz, though?
I don't know what I said in my drunken stupor. I could have said anything embarrassing about myself, and now that fool is going to hold it against me.
Well, I feel like Fitz is pretty quick to draw to embarrass someone else and make them feel foolish. And if it hasn't happened already, and it's been a couple of days, and we found out he was a tyrant, I think that you're pretty safe.
No, I know people like him. He's going to hold it in for as long as he can, or as long as he remembers until he finds the perfect opportunity to use it against me.
What's so embarrassing? Okay, so something I think that if you don't want to be embarrassed about a situation and something you might have said that is embarrassing, you should come out and say it first before somebody has a chance to hold it against you.
What? I don't even know what I said. That would just be like unleashing every embarrassing thing I've ever considered embarrassing.
Yeah, and yes.
I can't do that. I'm not going to do that.
Okay. You just... I'm sorry, they were like... Was she dancing? I can't remember or not.
No, she wasn't dancing.
No, she wasn't dancing. Cool. I just wanted to make sure before I... Got it. Okay.
She talked about her fucking lingerie color. That's what she started talking about.
Oh, jeez. Well, Hobalt, I think that we should have a drink or two sometime. Then you can bear yourself to me then.
Yeah, I can't deny a drink, even though I will most likely say more embarrassing things. I heard that the Badlands has hell of a bar, so...
I've never been to a bar.
They're fun, but you need to keep a good sense of the area and the people around you. Some people might touch you and you don't like it.
Oh.
Especially if it's filled with men.
Oh. I think I might get a little stabby if that happens.
Good. I'd love to watch that. Though I would not mind a hookup.
Hookup?
Yes, do you not know what a hookup is?
No.
You have intercourse with someone for fun, but don't ever speak to them ever again. Probably.
Oh, I used to do that all the time.
Oh my goodness.
What?
You're practically a party animal.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm a party animal anymore.
I'm sure with the right setting, we can revive that spirit. And she like pats you.
She kind of narrows her eyes. She was like, if you say so.
Why are we talking about this kind of thing in front of the lead scientist? This is the worst
I think
place I could be talking about this stuff.
it is, but also it's quite fun. Maybe.
And no, he probably hates it.
Maybe if we restore my youth, I can be the party animal, as you put it, like I once was.
Oh, don't tempt me into going into overdrive to make more of those for you then.
Nigella winks at her.
She just lets out a small giggle but like covers her mouth.
What the heck? The situation is so funny to me. I'm so sorry.
It's funny. Lead scientist like, God, I fucking hate this.
Sounds like a plan.
Alright, fine. I'll try to brew something before we get to the Badlands.
Nigella's just kind of smiling at that.
Cobalt has a devious smile on her face, but then she like quickly frowns and like winces a bit in pain.
What?
It's the smiling. If I do it too much, it strains my muscles and it hurts.
Oh my goodness. Do you need to like do some face recognize exercises to learn how to smile?
I mean, I'm practically doing that every day.
That's fair. You should smile more.
When it happens, it happens.
I think you have a very nice smile.
Thanks, I guess.
I think with that, Nigella's gonna like get up and head outside to see what's going on over there again.
I'm going to let's find out who's showing up to party.
Come on, do
hell
the
yeah.
Fey one, do the Fey one,
Oh.
do the Fey one.
No.
Yeah.
If it is, I'm going to just leave.
Jumps off the boat.
No.
So it's like, okay, I'm done, guys. Bye.
Let's see here. All right.
Yes, the Fey one. Yes. Yes.
Are you fucking serious?
Yes.
No.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh god.
Okay, I'll shut the fuck up.
How does he say hello? Fuck, goddamn. I just
should
like
I should move Rose over because she's not by the math anymore.
go for
Yeah, you're
it.
in this with me.
Yeah. I had to put like the little fire conditions because she is burned.
Oh, sad.
Oh, hello. It's the little troll.
Oh,
No.
no.
Rose is immediately gonna like put an arm between like Anam and Bo and kind of stand like defensively, and it's like, oh no, it's you.
Yeah, Bolt is already like crouching behind Rose.
He's gonna summon one of the flumps, not make it explode or anything, but just have it hover around. You wanted to talk?
No, not with
No.
you.
No.
Well, I mean, maybe, we were supposed to be using this to learn. I'm so freaked out, Rose.
Right.
Rose, I'm freaking out.
Right.
Rose.
I'll talk. You just write in your journal, okay?
Okay.
It's just like, so she kind of looks at him and kind of like has her eyes narrowed, and she's like, yes, we wanted to talk to one of you. We got stuck with you, but this will be a good learning experience.
A spiked rose has questions for me? How delightfully free. Do go on.
Who are you exactly?
Oh, I don't know. Anam and I are one. We are he, and he is we.
God, it's not rhyming, but it's like, it's almost worse.
Yeah, do like you guys have like different names, or are we meant to just call you Faye and Anam, or is there anything you would like to be called?
I am Anam, and we are Anam.
So Faye and Anam.
Doesn't make any sense. When did you join Anam?
The dark and dank is all we remember. A place of pain and goblins trained.
God. Yeah? I mean, yeah, that sounds like the mines.
Does sound like the mine.
There were many who left and never returned. I came when Anam needed to be free, frivolous, to be able to play, to entertain.
Are you a newer one then? How long have you been with Anam?
Hey, John, I'm gonna
yeah.
message you.
Go ahead, yeah.
Also, for a general answer to that question, I'm just gonna message you. Well, my
I
thing is like laggy, so.
I love finding out my backstory. This is so fucking
John's
good.
like, give me more.
While I wait, I was also there when he needed to disturb. I find that being concerning creates such a wonderful, wonderful advantage.
What? You want to have an advantage over me? Because I'm very concerned right now.
No, not over you. It was always to protect the little ones.
Okay. I don't know how much I believe that, but okay. Do you interact with the other ones while you're in there? Where do you go?
Is it not clear? We are he and he is we.
I don't know what that means.
I think he means like they're always there, but like they're just not active, I guess.
Great. That's
The
really...
Thorned Rose has it right, I believe. Girk will need to tell me.
Who's
Oh my god, I
Gert?
literally just sent you it.
God.
If it doesn't make sense, ask me more questions.
Oh my god.
There was something that gave us to Anam.
Do you know what that something was?
No, but they are. We remember them and very fond. Whoever it was, went away quickly. The minds did not appreciate fixing us so freely.
That sounds a little weird. So I'm assuming it wasn't the lead scientist that did that to you?
We cannot remember them very well. But Anam is thankful, and thus so are we.
I feel like Anam has a good enough grasp on who the lead scientist is, so it must have been someone else, but
It couldn't
No.
have been him. He would do something to help.
You misunderstand. We were incomplete before the spirits were gifted so freely.
I mean, Anam was. He said he didn't have any emotions. I wonder if that was on purpose.
could be.
That was the case
But-
with Cobalt.
I don't know, but he does like you both, though I find you a bit droll.
Okay, I think you're weird.
That is
Wait,
the
what do
point.
you- What
He,
do you mean by that?
What'd you say?
Anam does not have the mind for sneaking and the kind, but he can certainly let you help him along that journey.
That sounds kind of weird.
With a lot of things. Just as much as I help him, so
Yeah.
maybe more.
Is there anything you can tell us? Anything else you can think about telling us? Anam. I'm just gonna call him Anam. Calling him Anam is just weird.
Yeah, that's I know you're supposed to be Anam, but you're not to be rude, but you're not my Anam.
He is we and we are thee. But this is true, for we are different. And thus a warning, I think, is in order. Do not take advantage of the main personality, lest you find yourself in trouble from the unshackled eight.
Listen, I would never do that. And I'm my
No.
friend.
Like, I don't think anyone would do that to Anam. Anam kind of has this way of him that it makes you, as much as he protects us, it makes us want to protect him.
He will sacrifice much for both of thee. Pray do not take advantage.
He doesn't
Um,
have to.
No, he doesn't have to.
Anam's gonna shake his head.
Oh, okay. That's enough of that.
Oh, welcome back. Welcome back. And she kind of like clings on his leg.
Oh, hi.
Hey, Anam.
Yes. So, he says hello again. But they're much quieter when it's me, and as far as I can tell, I'm the main one. But they're also part of me, so I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he seemed really adamant about that fact.
Yeah.
But I still think
So-
you're the real one, and
Like, no offense to that guy, I would much have you than him around all the time.
He's very fun, and he helped me scare some scientist one time, and I left a goblin alone. So.
Oh, what was that about?
He can act very creepy, and that seems to make people more wary. So.
I mean, when he like kind of first showed himself, he really wanted to kill that shark lady. So yeah, I can understand that.
yeah, he is really bloodthirsty in like a happy way, which makes it creepier. I feel like.
Yeah, it does.
I think I also might be bloodthirsty sometimes, and I worry they're just reflections of things I can't express. But he was very, very angry when we got betrayed again. So.
Yeah.
I bet anyone would, and he was very helpful during that situation. Especially those weird things he could make, like that was useful when you couldn't get out of that cage.
Yes. I don't always get the most useful one, but it's like one of them feels strongest and pops up.
I see. Well, that seems useful though, and I do hope like there's a none that can like 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 the fireball, like something that wouldn't like would betray us, that I'm
I mean, there is a very, very, very nice version. But he causes lots of problems. Because like flowers and vines and stuff appear everywhere. But I'm more worried at this point that whatever the crystals did to me seems to have affected at least one of the personalities quite a bit. So, yeah.
You mean the rocks, or something else?
The rocks and the mutations.
Oh, what changed?
He's very focused on holy things and light, and he was very how do you say, had a very strong sense of justice, and he was very mad before, but now there is a sort of righteous fury to everything he does that I don't really know how to understand. So.
Oh, yeah. I don't think I ever really heard much talk of religion down in the mines. I mean, there was the occasional God can't save you now and stuff like that, but yeah.
I can try to summon one of them, but
I think for now you should. I don't think you should do that more than like once like a day or something, unless it randomly happens. I think it might take a lot out of you, and you know, we wouldn't want to put you out of your way.
It's okay. DM Fiat has let me know that I can summon some of the other personalities without using rage every once in a while. So
Oh, love that.
Girk will tell me if it's too much.
Oh god, that means
That's fine,
Phantom could strike
especially-
at any time.
No, I mean, especially with like your new stuff and everything, it's probably easier to summon some other than others. So
Yeah. Like
So I'd imagine the easy ones to probably do without doing your rage are probably on I'm opening my little notes.
the notes.
I
I
know.
imagine
I know
4.
Rose wants to talk to Feathern, because you know that one might know about flowers and stuff and be able to help her.
Yeah, I mean, that one's supposed
Easy
to be
ones. Easy ones for you to get are 3, 4, and I'd say 8.
Okay. Cool. I need to take a quick break. My sister just got back from college, and I'm gonna go say hi to her. So
You're
Okay.
good. We can
I'll
take
be-
a 15-minute if you want.
Alright.
Yeah.
thank you. I appreciate it. I'll be right back.
It's no problem.
Hello, this is Bolt, here letting you know that Goblins of Maelk is taking a short break and will be returning soon. While you're here, please be sure to follow our Twitter account at Goblins of Maelk for any updates, and follow our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/Goblins of Maelk for notifications when we begin streaming. If you missed an episode, don't panic. You can catch them or rewatch them on our YouTube channel, Goblins of Maelk. Music credit to Prod Webz, Michael Ghelfi, Jota-R, Alexander Nakarada, Curran and Noonsol. With all that out of the way, please enjoy some character bios and introductions. Thanks so much for your patience.
What do you want? An intro? Gosh, fine, alright. I'm Nigella, I'm a bugbear, and I have golden wool. That's kind of it. I was fine living in my cave until a bunch of ragtag youths came rolling through and dragged me out. They put me on a boat, they took me off my island, away from my cave and my home and what was comfortable, and they are the most inspiring group of youngsters I've ever met. I don't know what I would do without them. I essentially had given up at that point. I'm getting old, and they inspired something in me. 30 years ago, I escaped the mines. I suffered such great losses that I just stayed in Huberstone, because nothing mattered after that. And now we're trying to help people. Maybe more goblins. They need a lot of help, though. I think I'm the only stable one there, and I speak to ghosts. Anyways, I'm going to take a nap now. Good day.
Hello, my name is Anam, and I am a goblin, I think. I'm not the smartest goblin. I recently ate some rocks, and now I'm also something else as well. But shh, don't tell anyone that. My friends got very, very upset when I ate the rocks, and I died. Oh yeah, I died, but then I came back, and now I have wings, and flying it's a lot of fun. Oh my gosh, I love flying. But Squishy Friend doesn't like it very much. Oh, I am very strong and very durable, even though I'm not that smart, so I think it makes up for it. But sometimes, when I get angry, I say strange things, and I speak in different voices, and that is a little concerning. Oh god, Bolt's crying because she lost her favorite spanner again. I have to go hug her now. It was nice to meet you, bye!
Hey, is this thing on? Well, if it is, and you can hear me, hello, I'm Bolt. At least, that's what I name myself. They don't really give us names in the mines. I used to be held captive there with the other goblins, but after years of planning and scrounging for parts in secret,
I was able to build this really amazing gun that I used to help us get out. And we've been kind of running away ever since. It's not easy being up on the surface, but it's a lot better than what they did to me down in the mines. I was experimented on a lot, and it changed me quite a bit. There are these onyx crystals that grow out of my body that I use as my bullets, and I have the ability to channel electricity, kind of like a current. But it's pretty dangerous if it goes wrong. Now that I think about it, I feel like most things tend to go wrong for me. Right now, my goal is to accumulate more allies and make my way back to the mines of Huberstone. That way, we can finish what we started and set the rest of the goblins free. I know it's not going to be easy. At least the making friends part won't. The building bombs and weapons part should be fine. But my new friends should be able to help me along the way. Right? Right?
Oh, is it already on? I'm sure it is. What could go wrong anyway? My name is Rose. I think it's obvious of why. I came from the mines as well. You know, the ones from Huberstone? Yeah, it was truly a terrible place all around. I came from a sector of goblins that had plants growing from them. I guess you can guess what mine is. It's pretty obvious. I was viewed as defective until kind of recently when my rose started to bloom. And then I started to feel different emotions. Well, anyway, they wasn't able to capture me, keep me captured for long. And even if they could never predict what I would do. You see, I'm more of a wild card, almost as wild as my magic. Sometimes when I cast spells, something unpredictable can happen. It's all part of the fun though. And it's not like it harmed anyone. Well, that might not be entirely true. Sure, I might be a bit of a risk to keep around. But you know, I'm sure I can help. One thing I would never stand for is anyone hurting my friends. Especially if I hurt someone. I'm gonna do my best to make sure I can help the other goblins in the mine. They honestly weren't the nicest to me, but we have to help everyone. It's the right thing to do.
Hello, world. Oh, it feels good to be talking to an audience again. Center of attention once more. Just how it should be, of course. Yes, this is really happening. You're not dreaming. It is indeed me, Fitzwilliam Darius Marius Remington, the first and last of my name, but there will never be another like me. I know it must be hard, but do try to contain your excitement. My interests include me, myself, and I strongly dislike the IRS, and I have a hunch the feeling might be mutual. I'm sure you already know, of course, but I am a world-renowned performer of all kinds, but also quite a businessman. My label has signed countless stars. Perhaps you have heard of my newest find, Panic at the village fair? No? Oh well, they're going to be big, I tell you. But back to the important part. Me! I am, of course, a goblin, but I spent most of my career hiding my beautiful face behind the facade of a halfling. But it seems someone finally saw through my expertly applied makeup, and I was kidnapped from the green room at my own gig. Of course, I first assumed it was a crazy fan, or perhaps even one of my ex-spouses, but turns out it wasn't quite that simple this time. Nevertheless, this ragtag crew that rescued me is clearly in dire need of a diva in their midst, so here I am, traveling with them despite the less than ideal conditions for someone of as high a standing as me. This will at least make for some very interesting chapters in my upcoming memoir, if nothing else. Most important thing about me is I am a completely normal, fine and dandy young man with no deep dark secret a past of being a tyrant. Nothing strange happening here, of course. Look away now. Wait, no, don't actually look away. Look back at me, look at me, always look at me.
Goblins of Maelk will be returning soon. Please return to your seats and strap yourselves in for what is sure to be a wild ride. Please note that I, Bolt, cannot be held legally responsible or personally liable for any turbulence you may experience on said ride. Thank you for your cooperation.
We're back.
Oh my god!
Hey, what?
Hello.
Alright, so you guys were talking to Anam, and you were asking him basically to bring out another personality, potentially, right?
Yeah, we basically Rose said that she didn't want to put him through like any more stress, but if he says that it won't, then she'd be like, yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna roll 1d6 for the one of 3 personalities.
Okay.
Fucking hilarious if Anam just comes back like, it's me again. Welcome.
You wanted to see me again?
Hello, little bitches.
No, so you guys watch Anam stand up like very, very straight. I am the Defier. Hello, little ones. Protecting you has been a great service thus far.
Oh, which one's this one?
Oh, are you the holy guy?
Indeed.
Oh.
It's like light literally bursts from my chest. Help shoot off a bolt of light
No, don't do that on the
towards
ship.
the ocean.
Okay, at least it wasn't aimed at us. That's
It's
a good
okay.
thing.
It's okay. You don't have to protect us right now. Nothing's here.
Yeah, we're fine. We're just talking.
There is no one to slay.
No.
Not right now.
We don't need another accident on the boat.
Why did the kind one summon me then?
We wanted to talk to you.
Alright. If you ever need to execute anyone, please let me know.
I'll get on that. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. We'll let you know.
Alright, well, what questions do you have then?
Right,
You know where you came from?
We were gifted to the kind one.
Someone gave it to you?
Yes.
Do you remember what you were? You a
I do
person?
not. No.
I
We
feel
are
like
one
we're-
with the kind, but we are also somewhat separate.
I
The
feel
Fey
like
one,
we're
he
not
is a
very-
trickster. Do not listen to everything he says.
I
yeah.
try not to. Yeah.
No, I feel like I don't think any of these will be able to tell us who gave them to Anam. But
We cannot truly tell you anything that a Nom does not know.
I guess yes. But do you know stuff different from Anam?
I know I am his fury and his unyielding justice.
And you were more so like that after Anam, like before Anam at the rocks, right?
I am, but my state has been improved. I am much more real. I've been able to empower him further as a result.
You're not gonna like hurt any of us, right? Like you don't have those thoughts in your head, yeah? I know some of us can be annoying, but you don't feel like hurting us at all, right?
No, you have not done anything untoward. Why would we desire to hurt you?
Well, I mean, the Anam one kind of implied that he would kill us if we, I don't know, hurt him, took advantage, or betrayed Anam. None of which we're going to do.
No.
A Nom would never allow that. The Fae may proclaim some control, but he is without happenstance for any sort of real control against the main version.
Oh, you don't like him. You don't like him either, do you? Then the Fey one, I mean, not Anam.
I serve a straightforward purpose. His is more underhanded, but still unfortunately useful.
Can you all communicate with each other, or is it just you communicating with Anam?
Sometimes we may talk to one another, but Anam is what binds us.
Just imagine them sitting around drinking tea and just talking about Anam for what?
It is hard to explain.
Hmm.
We are not separate entities, but we are different from one another at the same time.
So, you guys don't have names or anything?
No. We
Um,
are Anam, and Anam is we.
I know you keep saying that, but I guess
Would you prefer to be called something else? Like, you seem to be your own kind of identity. Maybe, that would make things easier.
yeah, because I mean, it feels wrong to have a nickname for the one that we don't like, and not have a nickname for the one that we, well, I like you.
You're alright.
I will have to think on it. I do not wish to be separated from Anam.
Well, you're still Anam. It's like Faye Anam. You could be Serious Anam or Justice Anam.
Ooh,
Maybe
do you
Justice
like
Anam.
Yeah, that does sound really nice. What do you think of that?
I will think on it and ask the others for their opinions.
Oh, okay, yeah, I think that would be a good idea. Would you mind us calling you that anyway? Unless you, like, say you don't like it, then we wouldn't do that. But it would make communication a little easier.
Perhaps.
Like if we need to bring you out for a specific purpose, we can't just say, "Hey Anam." That's Anam.
Anam would, just be an arm. Like, say if we need protecting because of some creature, we could shout, "We need justice Anam to help us," and then, you could know and be able to come out.
You should call the Fey one deviance. That would piss him off.
I don't want to piss him off.
Rosa has like kind of a mischievous mark on her face, and she's like, "I'll keep that in mind, though."
Oh no, he might enjoy that, I'm not sure.
Call him a deviant? I mean, I used to call Fitz a pervert, and that really pissed him off. I mean, I thought it was true.
Girk, do the things that are now Anam also remember where they came from, maybe, or not?
Roll me history. With a +2, because it's technically not a knob's history modifier.
That's only a 12.
They have a feeling, or at least the little souls and stuff, they have a feeling that they had a life before this, but as far as it goes, they can't remember.
Okay. I am from somewhere else, I believe. I may have been something before this, before I was part of him.
Oh, like something like a feeling, like you can feel like something, but you can't actually like picture or remember it, right?
Something to that effect, yes.
Yeah, with the way she's saying it, it kind of seems like she's like relating like she's somewhat familiar with that, but she just nods her head and is like, "Oh, I guess that makes sense. I'm sure you guys were something before."
That's
Both
what I
of you.
was thinking. Yeah?
Regardless of what you call me, you must help Anam mature. Part of his innocence and naivete is by choice. He has channeled his unpleasantness into other aspects of himself.
You mean like how he would just randomly eat things?
That is less naivete and more a fancy for strange foods. But yes, things of that nature. I was more speaking to emotional maturity.
We, I don't know if this counts, but we taught him to read today, a little bit.
That would be good. Thank you.
I'm sure like reading can portray like people who read kind of seem to have more of a sense of maturity, and you know, I guess like maybe that could help him get the skills to like realize like I guess to how more properly act. She's just making this all up because she doesn't know.
Let's see, what does this version of Anam say? The closest thing I can think of I am to as a paladin. Ask Anam for that if you have need of me. I cannot guarantee I will be brought to the forefront.
Want us to call you Paladin? I mean, I kind of prefer Justice Anam. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's your name, so.
I will respond to that as well.
Okay, sure.
Bolt, yes?
Yeah, that's me.
Do your best not to perish. You are one
I'm-
of very few he was able to save.
I'm not trying to perish anytime soon. Or ever.
It will break him if you die.
Yeah. I don't plan to die.
Well, I don't plan to let that happen at all.
Neither do I.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's comforting, yet somehow threatening. Thanks.
That is exactly what I was going for.
She's still hugged onto his leg, I think, and is just like looking up at him like,
Should I be concerned?
I do not know what lies in store as more changes are wrought in Anam's body, or what we will become.
Well, could you... I'm gonna do my best, but, can you protect him too, please?
We are his protection. When he cannot handle what is going on, one of us will appear, or we bleed off what he is feeling.
Well, then we will have to protect you guys as well. Like, if you're protecting an arm, then we should protect you.
I
Hey,
believe that to be
Paladin.
unnecessary, but appreciated.
Paladin and Anam.
Yes.
Since Paladin and Anam is out and about, and it's all about righteousness, and also they're the one with the radiancy and stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Oh no.
Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh Scoob.
so you're all sitting up here just like talking, and you can't help but feel the sense of just something unnatural, unholy, something very demonic. Just an essence of it, just coming down from the downstairs, and it just seems to be getting heater and like heated, like more hotter and hotter.
Something awakens, and he is just full 2 wing beats sprint down towards the stairs.
She's holding onto his leg, so she's coming with him.
That's right.
She like claws into his leg like a cat that like is graveling for purchase on your arm.
I think Rose will like kind of like as he starts moving, kind of like pulling her claws into him, and it probably hurts with a couple of little burns, but she's like, hey, nope, I'm not being left behind.
That's fine
Oh
with
my
me.
god.
She's fully wrapped around his leg for dear life, like pinpricks of her claws just digging in.
SOS!
Help! Help!
I'll pick both Bolt and Rose up
Oh, I'm a pan, you know.
as he's flying.
Okay.
If I can do that.
Yeah. You fly downstairs and like instinct, your head turns towards the captain's quarters.
No. Rose kind of just says that out loud, just, oh no.
I will set them both down and then literally burst through the door.
Oh, Jesus.
Not obviously
Kablam!
like opening the door very very
FBI,
hard.
open up!
I'm not literally
FBI,
trying
open
to blow through the door like create a bunch of splinters or anything.
God, that room still smells like fucking lavender and shit. Ew.
Oh,
It's
Ooh,
gold. Yeah, it's
gross.
gold plated too, right?
Wow,
Ew, I
like
fucking hate it. Ew. Okay,
Ugh,
but
it's
when you
so
burst
gross.
into the room, you see that Gumdrop is sitting up, and their mask is still on, but there are several like black tendrils like wiggling all around outside of it more rapidly than you've seen it before.
I am sending
Just menacingly.
a bolt
And
of...
also,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. My bad.
no, you're good. And also, Cobalt is sitting across, but like they got this very intense stare, and like the other side of their face, like the usual like black like marks and stuff, and the gray bluish like little darkened skin on the side of her face is like taking up like half of her face right now, and she's just staring.
Rose,
And they
kind of
both
just
seem
goes-
very concentrated.
what's going on?
Rose seems to get like a little panicky, and she's like, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no.
Something happening?
I hope she, and she's gonna, kind of look at, like, Paladin and Anam and be like, can you, watch them? I need to tell Bolt something quickly.
I don't know if he even responds to that.
Yeah, right now, Paladin, you obviously sense the possession in Gumdrop, and it's just bubbling like super prominently to the surface, and you also just in general just get a whole like fiendish aura from like Cobalt, but that's always been a thing, but it's more prominent this time, and you get kind of the sense that it's like they're speaking to each other, but not really.
So if I see the possession, can I try and use my Radiant Bolt to lance through it?
You can try.
Okay.
That would be, I'd say, just an attack roll.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say before that, like, kind of Rose kind of like takes like Bolt like further, like quite a bit away from the room, because she's just gonna assume the silence is a yes, so she's gonna like pull Bolt away. And just before that happens. No.
She's
My-
pulling against Rose.
My Anam dice come through in every fucking moment. That is
Oh,
a
no.
natural 20. That is
Jesus
a 27 to hit.
Christ. Okay. And then what is everyone else doing while this all rapidly happens within less than 6 seconds?
Yeah, Rose is like was kind of trying to tug Bolt away, but I think Bolt is kind of like fighting again.
Bolt
Oh, sorry,
is pulling
28 to
against
hit.
her, and what's the like positioning of everyone in the room right now, basically?
Hold on, let me like get the map. God. I'm stinky.
Oh yeah, we need to be on the bottom of the boat.
I'm stinky. I'm sorry. Okay, hold on. I'm putting tokens where they are and stuff. So I'm assuming the blanket's in the fucking corner. Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Assuming Anam's in the door.
Yeah.
And Bolt and Rose are behind, kind of like shoving in the door.
Mm.
There you go. Pogda-champ-arena. Pogda-champ-the-dudes. Pog-champ. Super Poggy-pog-champ.
Are you good?
No. No.
Yeah, Rose is kind of like telling him, like, we need to get out of here. Like, I don't trust this at all.
So, what's the layout basically of the room? It's like the
It's like the gold. In the corner where the two are, there's like blankets and stuff. That's what I've been imagining.
Are they like? So they're close.
Yeah, they're close.
She's gonna
Not
misty step
super
between
close.
them.
Boop.
Yeah. She has her gun
Boop.
drawn at Gumdrop.
Oh god. Okay, but as you like pull out your gun to like draw it, and how is Paladin doing it?
He is sending a radiant bolt. As far as I know, it has to lance out from his chest, based on the Wild Soul description. And he is very specifically targeting what he feels is the possession. He is trying to just lance through and burn that energy as much as humanly possible.
Okay. Bolt, as you like step in, you teleport in between them and reach for your gun and pull it out. By the time you have it pulled out, you see this energy just strike right at one of the tendrils coming out of Gumdrop's mask, and it knocks the mask off of his face, and this whole black inky tendril just starts wiggling about furiously on top of Gumdrop's face. And his eyes, they kind of like peek out a bit, but it's more like they're more like just the glowing icy blue irises, and it's seething with anger.
Let him go.
Can I try and replicate what Zwarte and I did with Aiden? Are not. Yeah, I'm assuming Zwarte was the lead on that, and Anam was just pouring power into it. So he
you
would
can
be
definitely try, but you got to tell me what you're trying to reach at, essentially.
okay.
Because it's a different circumstance. So
Very much so. Yeah. Let me think about this for just a second. Okay. He is going to flap forward, a single flap of his wings, land next to Gumdrop, grab like both sides of his face and his giant mitts of hands, and just say, "I know you are in there, little one, and I aim to purify you." And he is trying to burn every ounce of his energy. I don't care if this takes HP. I don't care if it takes exhaustion. And basically burn away whatever he can of the head scientist's soul, his possession, his control over Gumdrop.
Okay. I need you to just roll me a straight, I'll just say straight charisma check. Yeah.
Let's see, what is my modifier for charisma? I don't know why I keep closing my sheet.
No, I did.
+1. Plus 1 brings us to 14 total, unfortunately.
Oh, no.
Okay. You grasp him and.
Can I use my
Yeah.
DM inspiration on this?
Oh,
Ooh.
Yeah. sure.
Ooh, yeah.
That's much better. That's a 19 plus 1 gets me to 20.
Oh.
Okay. You grasp Gumdrop and shout your words of fury. And the wiggling mass of black tendril just starts to crackle against Gumdrop's skin. And you hear just the most unholy of like screeches mixed with the lead scientist's voice. And it crackles and also starts to sort of bubble. Okay, and with this, now I have to roll something. Okay, I gotta think for a second.
Yeah, he's not yelling, but he just has a very loud, forceful voice. I and Gumdrop will be your end!
Okay. When you do that, it gives, but it immediately the tendrils and which is starting to get all smoky and such, start to just try and urge themselves back to Gumdrop. And Gumdrop is half conscious at this point, and he's just screaming.
Oh no.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay.
Fight, my friend.
Oh my god!
If I look at Cobalt, what's she looking like?
She's still got even though that you guys have been like interrupting like her a shit ton and just like standing in front of her, doing things around her, doing so much and screaming, she's still got the same gaze and like almost all of her face is just dark now.
I'll look back to Rose. Destroy the tendrils.
Just destroy them. I could try.
He's still got his hands like clamped to Gumdrop's sides of Gumdrop's face.
Okay.
Staring directly into his eyes.
Shit, she moved up. I was gonna do Thunder Wave.
I'm gonna do magic missiles and that will hit, I guess.
You're throwing missiles at Gumdrop? What the hell?
Throwing missiles at the tendrils, not Gumdrop.
I know, I'm joking.
Damn you, Gurk. Damn you!
Yeah, so let's roll these.
Making me feel things, how dare you?
Right, so that...
Ew, that's ugly.
At least you have... And then one more... I love how she said she wouldn't use a level spell on the ship, and she is now. So, let's see...
10.
Okay, that does go wild. Please don't fireball.
Oh my god!
Jesus Christ.
Okay, that... What are you...
Kill everyone in the room.
No, she turns into a plotted plant.
What?
Oh my god! Oh my god!
You turn into a plotted plant until the start of your next turn. While a plant, you are incapacitated and have vulnerability to all damage. If you drop to little hit points, your pot breaks and you form a bird. So yeah, she just turns into a
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
I don't even know if she can talk like this.
Yeah, no, you do your thing and you're like, ha! And then you instantly turn into a plant. It's just like the one little rose sticking out of a flower pot. And it just kind of like tips over, like it falls over, like kaput.
That is very strange. I must speak to the one who controls vines.
Yeah, just get it away.
And she's gonna, in her panic, just gonna try to tackle Cobalt away from this fucking guy.
Oh shit! I didn't even think about that. Do we think Cobalt's being
So I think
assaulted
something's happening. Yeah.
by?
Okay, you tackled her, and like, her face instantly just retorts and goes back to normal, and she's like, "What?
What are you doing?"
What the fuck is happening?"
What? You were turning or changing or something, and that.
And she points at, I assume Gumdrop's still doing the weird tentacle thing with his eyes.
She sits up and she's like, "Oh my god."
Help me destroy the tentacles, redeemed one.
Redeemed one.
Don't call me that. Anyways. I'll tell you what I was doing later. And then she's just gonna, in a panic, like, reach out with her hands that are, like, have this purple energy and just try and grab at the tendrils. Does she hit the little XD? Yo, she does! Pog
Yo, Pog!
That's... Ooh. Okay, she grabs one, and you can see, like, this, purple kind of, like, energy kind of, like, crack into the tendril, and, like, what seems like, at least Paladin can see, that she is draining strength from it.
He's Justice Anam to everyone else but himself, I imagine.
Justice Anam.
But it doesn't quite pull that much strength out. Just a bit.
There's no way that nickname the Bolt wants doesn't stick.
Justice Anam, Bayanam. Am I able to? I don't know how to do this. Would I be able to shoot at one of the tentacles?
Yeah, you can try.
Like shoot at it?
Alright. I will say there's a risk of hurting Gumdrop still, because it is attached to his face.
Fuck. Alright.
Roll high. Or use your inspiration.
Shit.
Right now, Cobalt is holding it, so I'll give you advantage.
Sick.
She's like holding on to it.
Thank God!
Oh my God, no!
Well, it's slightly better than a nat 1.
Jesus Christ!
Shit,
slightly
dude.
better. You're panicked and you just shoot straight up, like, you miss super hard.
I don't want to hit him.
Would we say after this Rogue would turn back?
These rolls absolutely track for Bolt's state of mind.
So Rose is gonna suddenly pop back and be like, what? And then she's gonna, say, she's gonna, like, do a firebolt at the tentacles.
Where's Nightgast? Where's Nightgast when you fucking need him? Where is he?
19 on the tentacle.
Yeah, that hits.
That's 14 damage.
Okay, and it bubbles and burns, and then, like, as all this is happening, Nightgast appears, and he's like half asleep, and he's like, what?
Oh God.
I heard someone call my name.
Yeah.
Can I try and, like, inspire him real quick? Do I see Nightgast or not?
Yeah, he's floating. He's like got a nightcap on. He looks real cute.
Aww.
Oh my God, so cute.
What do you...
The evil one has left your champion brother's body. Become his champion now, one who consorts with ghosts.
I think he
What?
means...
But he said, just possess him. Isn't that what you're supposed to be doing?
Yeah, possess him now that he's out. Then hopefully you can't possess him.
This early in the morning.
Please,
Okay,
do it.
His response to seeing magic and tendrils of necrotic energy.
Yeah.
It's too early for this shit.
It's afternoon.
It's literally too early for him.
Oh my God.
It's the afternoon. We literally fixed the entire ship, too.
Alright, okay. I, the Great Nightgast, will possess. And he, like, throws off his nightcap. His nightcap for his nightgast.
Oh my God, yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
And he just lets out this vampiric scream and just lurges forward in a ghostly form and just disappears within Gumdrop.
Yeah. So I'm doing whatever you'll allow me to do. I'll
You can do
sacrifice
anything.
HP. I'll sacrifice a level of exhaustion. I'll burn rage. Whatever I can do to weaken. Because I feel like for some reason we're not going to get a better chance in this. He put himself at risk by coming out of Gumdrop, and maybe that's just my own interpretation. But yeah.
Who knows?
Oh, I am. If I can, I will smite the tentacles.
It's the power of Christ compels you.
Yeah, sure, you can smite the tentacles.
Yeah, I mean I can tell they are whatever this entity is in Gumdrop, right?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, he's more bolts of radiant energy, and he is attempting to smite the tentacles using as many as I can, basically. All 5 for my Constitution modifier.
Sure, you can, but there might be something a little wrong when you do this.
Oh, okay, so you're saying don't do it? I mean,
you certainly can.
You've given me like some instinctual, he's connected to radiant magic.
Oh yeah,
feeling.
100%. Yep, but you certainly can do what you'd like.
Okay.
But the circumstances have changed. That's what I'm going to remind you
got
all.
it. Yeah, Night Guest is now in there also. Got
yes.
it. Okay.
Don't smite my boy.
You'd fucking send him to the next dimension.
Fucking send. Oh god, good luck talking to fucking Nigella after that.
So I killed your child.
So got it. Not going to divine smite Night Guest while he's fighting the professor.
Imagine if he did it and it killed both Gumdrop and Nightcast.
No, that'd be horrible. No, you can't do that to Nigella.
New BBEG unlocked.
BBG unlocked Nigella.
Nigella's like, okay, this ship is sinking right
Nigella's giant boss HP bar shows up.
Ooh. Okay.
Why is there boss music and why are there lyrics?
Dormant. Just Gregorian chants begin.
Yeah. Domine.
Okay.
Normie.
Yeah. I don't know what else he can do to help. So, he's speaking these very esoteric words of encouragement to Gumdrop and to Nightgast, I guess, probably at the same time. So.
So far it seems like there is an obvious struggle. With both the tendrils and also you can get a sense internally there is a struggle, and they're at an impasse a little bit. But it'll go somewhere eventually. You get the vibe of that.
Okay.
But you have no idea which one it'll go in favor for.
Got it.
I want a guidance, but I'm scared it's gonna go to the wrong fucking guy.
Wrong guy!
Wrong guy!
I don't have anything else I can really do in this moment, so, yeah.
Sometimes that's all there is to do.
Yeah.
It's all on the dice.
Bolt is gonna step back, like, kind of get off of Cobalt and just stand and watch, like, holding her gun if anything goes wrong.
Okay. You're all kind of just, like, watch this internal struggle. Like, Gumdrop's body starts doing random twitches here and there. Like, his fist is, like, sometimes coming clenched and sometimes it's reaching out and all, like, clawing at the floor and everything. You still hear Gumdrop, like, actual Gumdrop, and his, like, screaming of, like, fear.
Is there anything I can do to, like, a roll or anything I can do to, like, try and fortify him? He needs to fight against this as well.
What do you want to do? I have nothing at the top of my head.
I am just... I don't know, I guess I'm trying to give him advantage by telling him to fight, but
Would I be able to?
speaking words of encouragement. But I'm not a fucking bard, so yeah.
You're not a fucking bard.
With
Somebody
my...
wake up Fitz. We
Oh my
need
God.
Bardic Inspiration.
With my telepathy, would I be able to talk directly into Gumdrop's brain?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do that, and she's just gonna say, I've been where you are. It's a horrible place to be, but you have to fight back. There are people that need you. Nigella needs you. You can't let him take you over again. Casper is helping. He's doing everything that he can, but you need to do stuff too, okay? You need to fight him.
Okay.
I think, like,
Ooh.
kind of during this as well, like, Rose is going to tug Kobold's shoulder to try and get, like, a sort of reaction from her.
She's already kind of like zoning out again, and her like face is doing that dark thing again.
Yeah, she's like, hey, Kobold, look at me.
She doesn't turn her head, but her eyes just like travel to you.
And she kind of is talking in more of a whisper. Did he talk to you? Did he try to take you?
Try and do what?
Did he try to possess you?
No, I don't think so. At least.
He wants to.
What?
I'll tell you later, okay? But he wants to possess you.
Me or someone in general?
Well, anyone, but he seems really keen about possessing you.
Oh, of course he does.
How, we gotta be here to watch what happens, but afterwards...
I can't imagine who wouldn't want to possess me. And she, like, flips her hair.
I
Oh my
wouldn't
God.
want to possess you. Ugh.
She looks offended at that.
6-hour time.
Okay. But you watch the struggle go on with Gumdrop and the Night Guest and the lead scientist. Okay. And it happens for quite a while. He still does all those spasms and everything. But then you get the sense that something's happening, and you start seeing Casper's form sort of coming out of Gumdrop, and it looks like he's tugging something. He's like, Come on! Help me! Help!
Okay. Yeah. Oh, help.
Yeah, I'll help. Yeah.
Okay, I need strength checks.
Oh boy.
Can I make it athletics?
Yeah, sure. That's what I've been rolling.
Okay.
You want it to be athletics? It's the same for me. So.
Athletics!
It's a 19 plus 8. That's a fucking 27.
Ew!
A whole
I hate
10.
your athletics. Guys, look at these athletics.
Check it out.
Look at these athletics.
Oh my God. Ugh. Here's a -2.
He's a weak little guy.
I'm pulling everyone at the same time.
Literally. Say probably Kobold's helping too. I'll give you that. I'm a kind god. Not that kind, apparently.
Can Rose help?
Yeah, sure.
I am a generous
Not gonna be much
god.
better. Not
I'm
gonna
generous.
Be much better.
Hey.
Oh, hey, Rose. You have a little muscle there.
Like, all of this, I'm just going to assume for this point, like, all of the screaming and stuff has been happening in this room. And at this point, even though the players are not here, I'd like to say that probably Nigella and also Fitz are there at the door, and they're just really confused at what's happening.
Oh boy.
They're like, Fitz is like half awake, and Nigella's kind of just like, she was going through the motions, and now she's like, what the fuck?
Rose is gonna be like, we need your help. Come here and help.
We could probably cut here.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I was gonna cut here.
Yeah, I think that's good.
because importante stuff. But yeah, that's where I'm ending session. So.
Holy shit.
Holy fuck, cliffhanger.
That went from 0 to 60 so goddamn
Jesus.
Yeah, at first it was just gonna be like a fun, like, oh, they're talking to each other in demon, but you guys just fucking did that.
Then Justice and Anam was like, so let's cure this problem now.
Look,
Like, the power of Christ
right now.
compels you.
I don't know what you were expecting someone who is that focused on, like, combat to do.
Hey, we can solve this problem. That'd be great.
The thing that initiated it was this nat 20. I made him have a really high AC, and you rolled a nat 20, so...
Jesus. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I made his AC like 25 or something.
Whoa.
So... Wiggly
Goddamn.
black tentacle.
The good thing I used the magic missile then.
I can't believe you got the
Yeah.
potted plant one.
Potted
I
plant.
know.
Turns into plant.
It definitely fits Rose to turn into a plant.
So funny.
Yeah.
Oh my god, wait, I have a meme for that.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Have you ever been so angry you just turned into a plant?
Yeah.
So angry plants.
The good thing she wasn't like it's like until your next turn and not like I think there's like a couple of things on this list where you can't change it unless you get like a remove curse or something.
I think that's how it used to be, but it got changed.
Well, there is one
This is when Rose turns into a plant.
Go
Hey,
and scream and then disappear.
Hey Kirk, I'd like you to introduce you to a PDF later. It has 10,000 wild magic options on it.
Oh my god.
10,000?
Give it.
Yes,
Give it
give
to
me
me.
that.
More.
Send it to me right now.
Hold on.
Yeah.
But also I love this video.
Yeah. But with that, I'm going to end the stream. I had a wild ass ride.
Yeah,
Wow,
that,
that's right.
That took a turn for
yeah,
sure.
we may have been down a few players, but holy shit, you guys.
Yeah. I was like, oh, there's only so much I can do without the like not as many players here, so I'm like, I gotta end this. I didn't expect this to happen.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Okay. Well, we will see you next week.
Bye.
Ooh.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for tuning into our stream. The Goblins and I really appreciate your support on our adventures and look forward to seeing you again. While you're here, please be sure to follow our Twitter account at Goblins of Maelk for any updates, and follow our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/Goblins of Maelk for notifications when we begin streaming. If you missed an episode, don't panic. You can catch them or rewatch them on our YouTube channel, Goblins of Maelk. Thanks again for tuning in. Bye!